right. Hey, this is the Geek Protagonist, and I actually didn't even know about this. So, let's see here. Sorry. So, there's some new comics actually coming to Walmart. I think May 5th. Crazy, right? So, by the way, this is from. I grabbed it from Bleeding Cool because it gave me some good descriptions of what I needed about this stuff. Let's see here. But basically, I seen this one thing where it was saying, "Oh, Marvel and DC did this before. They're not doing anything new," and I'm like, sorta. This is like brand new comics that we've never heard of from an independent thing, and they're actually not going to be in the crap aisle with all the stuff where sometimes I even forget to look over there, even though sometimes I want to buy a book and some of the books are good, but I wanted to buy it. This is actually going to be at the kids' bookshelf thing, and it's going to be red where the books are, and it's this big red display, and it's going to have like 4 books and whatever. So I'll get through this really quick. Here's the other thing. Because these people are Comicsgate, even though they're not, because they didn't like the right person, people are like, oh, this is Comicsgate trash. Like I said, I've seen a couple others. They're like, oh, well, it's good that they're doing it, but it's Comicsgate. So I'm like, shut the heck up. Stop. You know what? Before I even go into this, all y'all kill that noise. You stop with the everything's Comicsgate. You don't want to get it, don't comment, don't say nothing, just don't buy it. But you really want to. I'm going to tell you by the end of this the secret how to beat Comicsgate and how to take Comicsgate down. Yeah, that's right. The Geek Protagonist has the secret. Ooh, and I'm going to let you know. But let's go through this real quick. So, Mitch and Elizabeth Breitweiser's new comic publisher in Walmart. And I think there's going to be in 3,300 Walmarts. DC Comics has had considerable success in the last couple years, placing original titles in Walmart in their Giant line. Uh, Actually, not really. They've had some success. Don't get me wrong; they're not saying they have none, but they're not actually easy to find. And they move them around a lot. From what I noticed, so sorry, not really. And I don't see a lot of people bumping those, and a lot of the stories were repeats, and you got the continuations. Some are good, some are not, from what people are saying. And Marvel has joined them with a new line of, I think this is supposed to be of their pack comic books. I think it's supposed to be a 3 pack. I don't see Marvel in them at all, and I have 3 Walmarts around me. I actually asked someone else that I know lives in Philly. Same thing. Actually, and then near my job, I've been to. There's 2 Walmarts near my job. Never seen a Marvel book. I've seen DC. Never seen a Marvel book. That's like 5 Walmarts. So I don't know about that. But anyway, and that's not even shade. I'm just saying I've never seen them. Uh, these with the original covers and low price point. New publisher Legion's Arts and Entertainment will be doing something similar. The company has been formed by comic creator and husband and wife team Mitch Breitweiser and Elizabeth Breitweiser with Arkansas businessman David Martin. Martin is the CEO of reputation management crisis consulting firm Allegiance Consulting Group. So here's what I'm seeing from the comics. Those are the titles. The publisher will see a place at the end cap displays over 3,000. I seen the official numbers actually 3,300 stores around 70% of all Walmarts. With 4 launch titles, each priced at $4.98 for 24 pages of story, 1 cent less than the DC titles. Each display will have 10 copies of each titles per store, with the space to display back issues as well. And in a move away from DC and Marvel's offerings, will also be available on Walmart.com. That I think is a great idea, actually. Um, I do think the price is a little high for 24 pages, but then again, it's an independent comic. Also, too, I think one of these were on Indiegogo, so the price point isn't terrible. I actually kind of understand because they're gonna have to double their money. Funny enough, that's what Marvel and DC does when they do the Diamond. They actually sell less units, but because they've raised the prices, they make more money in that aspect. I don't know about after the whole vid situation. I don't know if that's going to be the same thing, but that's kind of what's been happening. How they keep up with money. Not making a whole lot, but that's how they've been evening it out. Less comics, but higher the price. And I'm not going to pay for things I don't like. So you have Norse Saga written by Blake Northcott, illustrated by Kelsey Shannon, The Futurist, written by Patrick Stiles, pencils by Butch Guicy, inks by Rick Magyar, colors by Mitch and Elizabeth Breitweiser. Bass Reeves. Now that's the one I'm a little excited about. I love westerns, and I actually know about Bass Reeves, and he's like a real life Lone Ranger. Like there's stories of him like bullets. He caught like a bullet in his belt and stuff like that. Like seriously, like he has all these Western legends, and I know they're gonna do some descriptors on here. It's pretty cool. But anyway, get back to the point. It's gonna be written by Kevin Graveau. Now people are saying this is Comicsgate. This is Comicsgate. This guy works for Marvel from time to time. He's the one that made up the Blue Marvel. Adam Bashir is his character, and he also did Underworld. And I am Frankenstein. Pencils and inks, David Williams. Colors by Kelsey Shannon. Red Rooster is written by Mark Pellegrini. Pencils and inks by Mitch Breitweiser. Color by Elizabeth Breitweiser. Now, Norris Saga, Futurist, and Bass Reeves were crowdfunded together on Indiegogo last year. Red Rooster was 2 years ago. Backers had received copies of the first three, but not of Red Rooster yet. All books were edited by Patrick Stiles and designed by Chris Kendrick. Purely by shelf space alone, that print run of 33,840 copies, and they will need more to cover the crowdfunding damages and online sales. What's interesting about that, though, usually when you crowdfund, you get some swag with it. So that's, even though they didn't get it, and I know that sucks, you know, the swag's there. Mitch Breitauer gained some controversy 4 years ago after he posted congratulatory pieces regarding Donald Trump's election. With a handful of comic creators disassociating themselves from Captain America and the Punisher artists, although a number of those seemed to have no problem working for Marvel. However, whose chairman Ike Perlmutter continued to be one of Trump's biggest political donors and close personal friend. After the Breitweisers were tangentially, I don't know how that it keeps going. It's weird. I think they spelled it wrong. Linked to the tangentially. I think that's what they were trying to say. Linked to the Comicsgate activist group, they pulled out of Lake Comic Art Festival in Kendall over personal safety concerns. While none of the books have claimed to be Comicsgate titles for promotional purposes, after all, potentially they might need permission these days. Oh, because of the stupid copyright thing that's completely 100% wrong. They have been heavily promoted by Comicsgate figures and feature a number of creators. Creators are associated with or approved of by those using the hashtag. And if that brings them any problems, they have David Martin on hand. All right, before I go any further, let's just be real quick. It doesn't matter who you voted for. That has nothing to do with you writing a comic book or drawing a comic book. This is America. We have the right to vote for who we want. Can we please stop with the political bull crap? Keep that out of my comic books. Jeez. Oh, it's controversial because you voted for Trump. So what? This is America. Stop condemning people for doing what their American right is. Jeez. Stop it. God. Anyway. Sorry. That's just stupid. Controversy for congratulating Trump. Who cares? His job is to draw or write or color. That's what I need you there for. Are you good at that job? That's what I need you for. Oh, you're associated with a bad person. No, you're associated with a bad person. How? Because I said so. Like, because I just made it up. Shut up. Jesus. Anyway. Each comic will consist of 6-issue arcs, then collected as trade paperbacks, addressing the issue that people would be able to buy Red Rooster in Walmart long before backers got the backed graphic novel. Would be ready through Indiegogo. Mitch and Elizabeth told one buyer, "I can definitely understand why you and the others might be bummed about the release schedule. I could either rush the product, not pursue the Walmart publishing opportunity, or take the time to make everything just right. We chose the third option, and I'm glad to hear that the quality shined through to you." So they're saying basically they took the time to make it right. As the comic book stores have closed, shuttered, and gone into lockdown, Walmart is one of the few places still selling the comics books. Mitch Bettwars told ICV2, which they seem to be pretty reputable when I looked into them. The bet is that there's a large underserved market of comic fans that would be readers of comic books, but they just don't typically have the access to them, or at least the convenient access to them. As I asked all kinds of people my age, younger store owners, how they discover comic books, 9 times out of 10, the answer would be come back to me as I discovered in a Kroger at the grocery store while mom was shopping, or in a drugstore, which in my case, as a youngster, I guess he's saying that he found them in a drugstore. They typically aren't found there anymore in very, very rare cases. The hunch, this is a little choppy. The bet is that if we make them discoverable, accessible, beautiful, and make the stories extremely great, which obviously we feel like we've done, the kids will pick them up, cherish them, find a new hobby, will ignite the chemicals in their brain for nostalgia, for a lifetime bonding with the creators and content that happens thousands and thousands and thousands of times before, and we feel there's a lot of commas. If you put the right product in place and in front of the right kids, then essentially the light bulb will go off, the chemical reaction will go off. We feel this will be very successful in doing so. We certainly are proud of the excellent partners with Walmart and Reader Link. Let's see here. Doop. Sorry, I was just checking this. We feel very confident. All that. Okay. They also point out the DC and Marvel comic titles appear in a collectible area where Walmart distributed Walmart and Reader Link. These comics will appear in the book section. They are also intended to expand to 4 titles by 6 by the end of the year. So this is Red Rooster. Okay. So we're gonna see what Red Rooster's about. They actually have descriptions in here. Okay. Give me a sec. Hey, this is the Geek Protagonist. Thank you for visiting my channel. Like, subscribe, share. Tell me what you think. You heard my thoughts. And also hit that bell notification so you can be aware of any videos I do. Just click. And just take care of yourselves. Thank you. I really appreciate you coming to my channel. I appreciate you sharing this time with me. All right? So the Geek Protagonist is out. And discuss in the comments, suggestions, anything. See ya.